Yep, it's 6. Now, I gotta make sure this is, like, even.
All right. There we go. We're supposed to be live. Does it show we're live? There we are.
Yep.
I do not see our comment section, though, Dylan.
Yeah.
Where is our comment section?
Where is it?
Well, anyway, so this is episode 2 of Chillin with Dylan.
Yeah.
And do you have something you want to say to people about how they can find out about your Chillin with Dylan?
Hit the subscribe. Go hit the bell, and you'll be notified when a video.
Very good. And how do you know this stuff?
I watch other videos.
You watch other videos. So, we also, well, it was up here on our comment section, which I'm not seeing right now. So this is kind of stinking a little bit.
Stinky.
Because I can't see anybody's comments. But you had an opportunity for people to be able to win prizes or something?
Yeah.
What's that about?
The first person to comment gets to... first person that comments gets a tumbled rock. Any type. You could send a rock, or you could get a rock from us, and we could send it to you.
How do they get to choose a rock?
Well, we would show them.
You'd show them?
Yeah.
You would maybe get hold of the person. Oh, we have one viewer.
One viewer.
You would get hold of the person outside of Facebook, outside of YouTube somehow, maybe Messenger or text or something, and you would show them a video or whatever of your rocks, and they could pick out whatever rock they wanted.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Right.
All right, so when I asked you last week what you wanted to talk about for your next episode, you said you wanted to talk about life. That is a pretty big subject for a 9-year-old kid.
But the first thing I want to tell you, a few days ago, my face almost fell in the toilet.
Mike is in your way. Your face almost fell in the toilet.
Yeah. Yep.
How did that happen?
I slipped on a clothing of Isaiah's.
And you almost flipped in the toilet?
Yes.
So you felt you had to share that?
Yeah.
Okay. So if anybody is on here, if you would try to comment. Oh, you have 2 viewers now. If you would try to comment, we'll see if we can see that. But right now, my comment section is gone on here, and I don't know how to do it. So if you could just make a quick comment, say hi, put up an emoji or whatever you call it, and see if we can see that, that would be awesome. You got 3 viewers now. So
3.
You wanted to talk about life. What exactly did you want to talk about?
Well, what life is like and where you can find life is the Bible.
You can find life in the Bible. Yeah.
Hey, look it. It says 2.
Did someone comment?
Think.
Nope, not yet.
But there's like 1 and then 2 there.
Okay. Keep talking about life. Don't worry about that.
And then, well, the thing that I mostly do every day is, this. I play Roblox on it.
Imagine that.
And I am very good at lots of the games.
Yeah, on Roblox?
Yep.
What else did you play before Roblox?
Minecraft.
Yeah. What made you switch from Minecraft to Roblox? Because you don't really do Minecraft anymore.
There is... it's because it's, like, boring because there's not, like, mods or anything. But I'm still... And I found a mod on Dad's tablet that has Minecraft that he could put a mod on. But right now my tablet will not let me get any like apps, buy anything or anything.
And what is a mod for those who don't know?
It's a thing that makes stuff more interesting.
Makes it more interesting.
Yeah. If I could show you on Minecraft, I could.
While he's doing that, I still don't see anywhere for comments here, and it's really
get out of Roblox. And if anybody
kind of a drag.
Roblox, Minecraft.
You gotta keep talking as you're doing this. People don't like quiet time.
Okay. So, I'm logging in. I'm a pretty good. My Minecraft character is known as Hero Brian, which is. Did I just unlock a free mod? It's.
Like I say, people don't like quiet time. You gotta talk.
I just unlocked a free mod by automatic.
Okay, put it down. Let's talk more about life. So, what besides your games and what you'd like to do? What else do you like to do besides playing?
Play with Lance.
Play with Lance, and what do you guys play?
Usually cool games and.
Like what kind of games? Because when you say games, people think that you're on the computer or you're playing on a PlayStation or something. What kind of games do you guys play?
Like pretend games.
Pretend games, because Lance likes to pretend, don't he?
Yeah.
That's what he does almost all day. He runs around with playing Star Wars and in literal wars all day long. All you hear is things exploding, and you hear the lightsaber. But the lightsaber doesn't do that. He does that.
Yeah.
So one day, I don't know, about a year ago, instead of you picking on Lance, we told you how to be responsible with Lance, because Lance is different, right? He has autism, and that you are his brother, and you're smarter than he is right now, and instead of picking on him, you need to look up to him, you need to help him, and you need to play with him, and you've been doing really good with that, haven't you?
Yeah.
You guys, they literally sit out here or down in the basement for hours playing imaginary games. So... not approving it in any way at all, but back in my day, I used to play a game called Dungeons and Dragons before they had computers and stuff, and I did that for 27 years. I created 13 worlds. It's mostly what I did in prison, and so you kind of have my imagination, because to be able to do that kind of stuff with your head and no visuals, no computers, no gaming systems, you guys just sit out here for literally hours at a time almost every day.
Playing games
that are made up in your mind.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And it's very, very awesome that you do that with Lance, because he doesn't really have anybody to play with that understands his world, do they?
Yeah, like Isaiah just pretends he always wins and stuff, like pew, pew, pew.
Do you let Lance win?
Sometimes in the game. Like, we do a switch side thing, evil to good, but the good always wins.
Always.
We make up characters.
Amen.
My top character is Skullbreaker. My most powerful character, at least.
Well, I still am not seeing anywhere where we can make comments or people comment to us, so I'm sorry about that. I don't know what I did. We can't see your comment, but the very first comment that we see in the comment section, once the video is done, we will have Dylan contact you and have you be able to either message him or do whatever, and you can pick out one of the recent rocks that Dylan has tumbled. How long does that take anyway, that process?
6 or 7 days.
For each one?
Yeah, for each load.
And how many different times do you got to do that with different grits?
4 times.
4 times. Start out with a really rough grit that grinds the rocks and rounds them off and takes the rough edges, and then a less hard grit, and then 2 polishing grits. Yeah. So it takes about a month, a little over a month, to do a load. And so the other thing too, probably that you'll be maybe even talk about your rocks one day in a whole episode, to talk about the people, if they want to send you rocks.
I'm gonna show them a little sneak peek of 3 rocks.
Okay, you can show them 3 rocks.
Oh.
Gotta hurry up. All right, someone just messaged me and said that the comments are turned off, and I don't know how to turn them on. So,
okay.
So yeah, this kind of stinks. I don't know how to turn the comments on. If anybody can help me with that, to know how to turn the comments on while we're still doing this. Otherwise, I know that when we originally had it up, the comments were on, and I redid it. So
sneak peek.
Here, let me put it up a little closer to the computer. So this is one of Dylan's rocks.
Here's the other one.
I don't know if you can see it. It's a pretty rock.
And this.
And then there's this one.
And then there's like a purplish, whitish one.
And a purplish, whitish one. That's kind of a cool rock, ain't it?
Yeah, I have one that's kind of like a horn over here. If I can just reach it with these things on.
Yeah, and somebody messaged us yesterday about that thing because they saw it in the picture you put up on Facebook. And a guy who I think is a geologist told us that this is actually a fossil. What kind of fossil?
I think a buffalo or something.
Yeah, he said some kind of fossil from an animal, the end of an animal horn. So that's kind of cool, knowing that we got a fossil there, some kind of animal horn. So,
there's kind of like a crystal there. Must have grew there.
Almost. So that's really neat. So anyway, we've been on here for a while. You've got 6 people watching. And we don't, again, we try not to want to make these too long, right? About 20 minutes max, maybe.
5 likes.
Yeah. And so we'll end this with a couple questions. So when you talk about life, let's see, you said that you like to play video games, Roblox and some Minecraft. You like to play imaginary games with Lance. What else do you like to do?
Well, I like to ski.
You like skiing, but you haven't done much of that for a couple of years since the crud came about, right?
Yeah, and yesterday I tripped and my hands went in snow.
Your hands went in snow, and
my dad calls it cuss word.
He's not supposed to say the S word in this house.
I couldn't feel my hands.
Because you're gonna eventually, you did something 3 years ago that you want to do again this year, and what is that?
Baseball, I think.
The Berkey?
Yeah, the Berkey.
You want to ski in the Berkey, so you got to get some practice because the Berkey's pretty long, ain't it?
Yeah.
That was a long skiing trip, and you haven't done much skiing in a couple of years.
But I'm pretty good at it as long as there's no trips.
Yeah, so that's cross country skiing. What else do you like to do?
Baseball.
Baseball.
Yeah.
You're pretty good at baseball, aren't you?
Yeah.
Not so good at the catching and throwing yet, but you're a good hitter, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, you'll have to practice on your catching and throwing this year. What do you like to do in the summer with Dad?
Do projects.
What else? What's your favorite thing to do with me? Try to egg him on.
What?
What's your favorite thing to do with me? What do I like to do in the summer? Motorcycle. Do you like riding with Dad?
Yes.
Did you put on a few miles with me last year? Yeah, you probably sat on the back of my bike more than most people. Most people who have motorcycles ride them, right? You put on a few thousand miles with me last year. What was your favorite event we went to last year?
I believe, I don't know.
Remember when we went to Tomahawk?
Oh, yeah.
And you sat on that big, huge steel motorcycle.
Oh, yeah.
And what did you eat?
I forgot what it's called.
Pulled pork and beans, and you really liked that, didn't you? You ate the whole thing. I said, man, you ain't going to eat all that, and you did.
Oh, and I forgot what you said after I was done.
I don't know. Probably there's the bathroom.
Yeah. That's what
But anyway, so we know what you like, and that's things that you enjoy in life.
Yeah.
So let's end this by asking a couple questions, because when most people, adults, think about life, they think about life, like how did we get here and what's the purpose of it and all that. So, Dylan, in your own words, how did life start?
With God creating the world slowly.
How long did it take God to create everything?
7. The 7th day, he rests.
So he created everything in 6 days?
Yeah.
You believe that?
Yes.
Really?
It's true.
Because some people say, no, man, it took millions of years for him to do that. A day in the Bible means thousands of years. So you're saying that, no, God did this in 6 days?
Yeah.
Wow. And then he rested.
Mm-hmm.
So even God rested. So that's pretty important. That says that he probably wants us to rest once in a while too, right? Okay. When do people want to rest? When should we rest? Should we rest because God rested?
No. But we rest at night. We rest when we get hurt.
Yeah. But are we supposed to rest like God did for a full day?
No.
No. So let's ask another question. So when we're living now, right, we have life. What happens when we die?
We go up in heaven.
We go up to heaven right now. So we have a new life?
Mm-hmm.
We live with... Who do we live with? Where do we go?
God.
God.
And it's called the afterlife.
The afterlife. So are we always going to be in this heaven up there somewhere all the time forever?
Yeah, but not all people go there.
Not all people go there.
Yeah. Sinners and people that don't believe in God think he's a myth.
Yeah, they go in that other place.
Yeah.
That's life too, but not... That's dark life, ain't it? That's bad.
Yeah.
So it's important for us to be able to share the gospel with people so they don't go to that other place, right?
Yeah, we want more people in heaven.
Amen.
Than that place.
And what's eventually going to happen? I mean, is heaven just always going to be there somewhere all the time, or is there going to be a different kind of a heaven at some point?
Someday there's going to be a different type of heaven.
And where's that going to be?
Earth.
On Earth?
Yeah.
And what's that called? Is that called the new...
The new world.
The new heaven and the new earth?
Yep.
The new Jerusalem? And we're going to live on a new planet with... Are we going to have these bodies?
No.
We're going to have new bodies too? Really?
Yeah.
And we're going to have life everlasting. For how long is that?
Forever.
Forever. Forever a long time?
Yeah.
Forever ever... Does forever ever end? No. No, forever never ends, does it? No. It's forever.
Never ends.
Never ends. And why does all this happen, do you think? Because Jesus loves us, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's good news. Our grandma just came back from the hospital.
She did. She was gone for almost a week, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she was pretty bad there for a while, wasn't she? And she came back today. Mom wasn't too happy about that, was she? Because she wasn't supposed to come home till this weekend, and we had pretty much a snowstorm out there today. And Mom had to drive all the way to Duluth to pick her up. All right, so we'll end this episode for now. So if there's anything you want to say goodbye to the people.
Well, think about the questions that we said.
Yeah, you want people to ask you questions.
Yeah.
You want people to give you ideas for new episodes.
Yeah.
And we're going to try to be on here every Saturday night at 6 o'clock so people can know when to tune in. So, again, hit that subscribe and the bell, and you, I think, will be notified when we will be on live. But this is pretty much going to be every Saturday at 6 o'clock, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, you say goodbye to your audience.
Bye.
You all have a blessed weekend, man. Bye.